Shripad Rajam Sharanam Prapadde. We continue our narration with the chapter 19 of Shripad Shri Vallabh Charitramratam. When Vallabheshwar Sharma and his wife Subanna Shastri and Shankar Bhatt were talking about Lord Shripada's miracles, Subanna Shastri's cousin Linganna Shastri entered. He was a learned Vedic scholar. His grandfather was a very strict person, but in spite of being rich, he was miserly. He used to perform rituals for people to pacify the souls of their ancestors. People would give 10 different offerings for the same, but this man would use little for the ritual and keep the rest as profit for himself. After the demise of grandfather and father, Linganna Shastri continued the ancestral practice. Unlike his father and grandfather, he would perform the rituals with minute details. Suddenly, some strange things started happening in his house. He became poverty-struck and had family problems to such an extent that he thought of committing suicide. But he was terrified of the thought of becoming a demonized spirit or a Brahma Rakshas whose end had become tragic, and so gave up that thought. One day his daughter-in-law served him stale and rotten food in his plate. Tired after a hard day's work, he was unaware of what was happening to him and his surroundings. Just then there appeared before him an illuminous being, an Avadhut. Linganna Shastri prostrated before him. The Avadhut blessed him and touched the plate. And what a miracle! Instead of the stale food, the plate now contained a sweet dish of halwa. Unable to control his hunger and happiness, Linganna Shastri ate the sweet and felt a sudden surge of energy in him. The Avadhut then instructed him to dig a pit in the north and east direction, that is, in the Ishanya direction. On digging, he found the skeletal remains of 2 dogs. As guided by the Avadhut, he poured the stale food from his plate into the pit and covered it. The Avadhut further said, "You are now free from the fear of being a Brahma Rakshas or a demonized spirit. Also, the condition of your household will improve as it has been purified. You are beckoned by Pitikapuram, which is as sacred a place as Padagaya. Make preparations to leave for Pitikapuram as early as possible." Linganna Shastri left for Pitikapur immediately without even informing his family. On the way, he stayed at the mango orchard of Narsimappa. He was welcomed warmly and stayed the night there. Next morning, after his bath and morning rituals, when he was just about to leave, Narsimappa gave him clothes, money and food for the journey. Narsimappa was told to do the same because the Avadhut had appeared in his dream and told him to do so. Linganna Shastri proceeded with his journey. As he walked, chanting some Vedic stanzas and dressed in the clothes that Narsimappa had given him, he felt a strange electric pulse in his body. Also, he could sense the presence of a Vedic scholar near him. When he was uttering the Savitri mantra, the scholar said, "The description of Savitri is a very important part of this mantra. The Vedas have no gender and have their origin from God's utterances." On asking about Shripad Shri Vallabh, the scholar said, "He is none other than Lord Dattatreya himself. Sumati Rani and Appalraj Sharma are his parents." Shripad Shri Vallabh believed in Advaita philosophy, that is, non-duality. And like Adi Shankaracharya, he was impartial to both the Dvaita, that is duality, and Advaita philosophy. Shripad Prabhu, like Adi Shankaracharya, did not discriminate any person on the basis of his caste, creed or age. In fact, he initiated people according to their individual capabilities. Lord Shripad is called Ardha Nari Nateshwar, that is semi-male and semi-female form. The Vedic Pandit continued, "I am a resident of Penugonda village in the Brihatshila. I came to Kakinada, that is Vayaspur, to learn Vedas. My name is Ganpati Shastri and I used to serve my Guru by taking his cattle for grazing, looking after his fields, milking the cows and distributing it. One day while I was watching the cows grazing, I saw a young radiant lad. Seeing the sacred thread on him, I asked, 'Who are you?' The lad replied, 'I am a Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra no doubt, but I am someone even more intense.' The lad then drank milk from a barren cow and sat below a mango tree. Next to him was a 10-year-old girl of a farmer. Just then, Venkatapayya Shreshti brought the 10-year-old Shripad Shri Vallabh there. The young girl and Brahmin bowed low to Lord Shripad. As soon as Shripad Prabhu shifted his gaze towards the mango tree, the young girl and the Brahmin transformed into illuminous bodies and merged into Lord Shripad. Just then, an impossible event took place. A raw mango appeared on the tree, though it was unseasonal. Shripad Prabhu plucked it, and what a miracle, it became ripe instantly. He offered the fruit to Shreshti to eat. Lord Shripad said to him, "It is me who shines in all religions, principles, opinions as a self-luminary body. Even the Vedas proclaim first truth, then knowledge, and after that only Brahma or creation. I am the manifestation of the three. I protect and initiate into my true seeker." Shreshti was overwhelmed on hearing this and embraced him and said, "Let our Arya Vaishya clan always have your grace and blessings." Shripad Prabhu uttered, "Tathastu," that is, so be it, and said, "Brahmins have a right to ask for 1 bone, Kshatriya 2 bones, Vaishya 3, and Shudras have 4 bones. I will myself establish the Shripad Shri Vallabh Mahasamsthan through your 33rd generation. One who reads my biography will be eternally blessed and have all his desires fulfilled. Those who make sacred offerings during the period of shine of the star Chitra will be free from any loans or debts. Young unmarried girls will find a suitable bridegroom. Those who are possessed by evil spirits will be free from them. This is my blessing to all." The next day, Shankar Bhatt, Vallabheshwar Sharma and his wife and Lingana Shastri left for Kuruguddi to visit and take the blessings of Shripad Prabhu. It is believed that the chapter 19 brings an end to one's mental disturbances. May Lord Shripad bless us all. Shripad Rajam Sharanam Prapadhe.